I think we're here.
Okay. We're never sure. We're never sure. We had such terrible equipment problems yesterday, but this is Jeannie and Rachel from Trendy Tree.
Yes.
And we're trying again. If you're out there, you can see us. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know if you can see our video and hear us okay. We had several attempts yesterday that just did not work, and we had to
lots of technical difficulties. Yes, but
back up and do something with the iPhone.
Right.
So, okay. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Carrie's in the other room working on everybody's orders. So
it's Friday. FedEx will be here any minute now. So
we got the thumbs up. Okay.
I said hi, Mom.
I saw it. I said hello. I said hi.
Okay. Good deal.
I spoke. All right. So what are we going to do today, Rachel?
Well, today I thought, now what could Jenny and I do? The perfect mixture of us two. Let's think about that. So I thought, let's try a grapevine wreath with mesh.
Okay.
So I have already,
okay,
before you got here, I already put chenille stems on my grapevine wreath.
Okay.
And having in mind that we're going to add this
I love that.
cute little witch to it.
There's not wire in that. It's just stuffed to where it stands up at.
Yep, she's plush. Yeah, and we love her little warts.
She's fluffy. She's fluffy.
She's fluffy. So I had in mind we would put her on one side.
All right.
And then do our mesh and our ribbon on the other side.
Okay, that sounds good. This is a 24-inch grapevine wreath. We have these. All the supplies that we're using today are, of course, from Trendy Tree.
Yes.
We're from Trendy Tree. And the reason that we do tutorials is to show you how to use products that we have. Everything that you see us use, we have here, except for like some of the mechanics, the floor wire, things like that. But the products that we use on our wreaths, the ribbon, the mesh, and the embellishments, are all things that we have here.
Right.
We'll give you the list. We'll call the SKU out on these items as we use it. But at the end, when the video is over, I'll go back and attach like a little note, an image with the finished product and the SKU, and we'll also usually do a little written up blog post.
Right.
So we'll put this away till we get ready for it. The first thing you're going to do is
add a mesh.
Okay.
Yep. For everybody at home, I just took a grapevine wreath, and like I said, I just attached 4 chenille stems in different locations here, knowing that on this other half of the wreath I was going to have an embellishment, being the witch's head.
If you can see us, I know Carrie did, but if you can give us a thumbs up or let us know where you're from. Yes, hello, Anita. Thank you, Anita.
Thank you, Anita.
I'm just getting paranoid now that nobody can see us.
Right. We don't want to do it all in vain,
we don't want to just do it for each other.
No. Trust us.
Okay.
We've already rehearsed it.
Okay. So this also is going to be a great way to use up your mesh. Now, this product is on the website. It doesn't have a specific number. I think it just says 24-inch grapevine.
Large grapevine, 24-inch. Right. This is the mesh that I picked up because I'd heard a lot of the viewers say, use 21-inch mesh.
Right.
We want to use 21-inch mesh. So I decided to start with a 21-inch mesh, and it's silver.
Okay.
And
it's great for Halloween.
Right. Great for Halloween. And I will also give that SKU number 2.
Okay. And again, this will be listed at the end. So when you're watching us today, be sure and let us know where you're from. And if you would, share our link with your friends. And we're going to give away a coupon code here in a little while. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
This is, I think this is probably platinum with silver foil.
Yes.
And we'll give you that SKU.
That's right. Platinum with silver foil. You're right.
It's a 21-inch. And this is a great way to use up your scrap mesh, because usually when I do a poof technique, I'll wind up with 2 or 3 yards left over, which is not enough to do whole project, but it's perfect for something like this.
Right, and just to have the grapevine wreath, you know, you can use it for several different occasions. We're not going to do anything permanent with glue or anything like that would, you know, destroy the wreath.
Right, and we do, because we tend to break things apart and reuse again, but you know, anything that we do that you think a little hot glue is needed, put hot glue.
Right. This piece, I had already cut it,
Okay.
and it is 2 yards.
Okay.
36 inches.
All right, so starting with a 2-yard piece.
2 yards.
It's going to ravel. You're going to have some strings. Just work with it. You know, you'll have to clip strings at the end. All mesh ravels.
Right, right. So I just start here. I'm just going to...
Is this the top of our wreath?
It is. This is the top.
Okay, so one of the chenille stems goes to the very top. I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
You can pull it a little closer to you.
A little closer?
Oops, sorry about that.
There we go. Okay, so now we've got it on the wreath here.
Zoomed in.
And I am just going to attach this piece of mesh, leaving about 5 inches.
Somebody thinks we're
to
talking too much.
Oh.
That's okay. That's okay.
And I'm just going to work it around here. Leaving a little bit of a poof here in between.
Okay, that's good.
Attaching it with my chenille stems.
That's good.
That's good.
So it's a 2-yard piece, just attached at the top and then in 3 other places. And this is just to give a little different texture to your grapevine wreath, a little base, a little bit of background for the other embellishments that we're going to put on there. And this is a 24-inch grapevine wreath.
And 2 yards.
We have some smaller. If you have any questions, put them out there. We may not can see them as we're working, but we'll always come back to it later and try to answer those as we can. As Carrie is processing orders in there, if she sees some of them that she may can answer, she will do that. But let's see. Let me zoom back out. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. All right.
Okay. And the SKU number for that mesh that I have just used is RE 100 184.
Okay, 100184.
100184.
All right.
Okay. So now I'm going to introduce a 10-inch roll.
Okay. This is pretty. This is what's called a wide foil. It's made of, well, it's polypropylene, but the foil strips are wider, so you get really good coverage with this.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay. So I am just going to use another.
We have a measuring stick on the back of our table here.
2-yard piece.
Okay. And again, this is a great way to use up the scrap.
That is. This color, this black and orange, the SKU number for it is XB 99611020. XB 99611020.
Nothing.
Okay. So I'm just going to come back in with my 10-inch mesh.
Okay.
On the chenille stem.
All right, now to do this, are you just laying that on top and twisting?
I am.
Not undoing
I'm not
it?
going to reopen it.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Just lay it on top. Okay. And it's just looping about the same distance as
the silver.
original poof.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is Friday afternoon. Everyone is busy today. Ball games tonight, you know.
Yes. Yes.
This is not the ideal time to make a video. We know that, but sometimes you just have to do things when you can.
Maybe everybody can come back and watch us later.
True. It'll be posted at the end. If you can't watch now, please don't worry about it. You can always come back later. And we'll also put it on YouTube.
Yeah, sure.
I'll do that too. And by that time, I'll have a written summary of everything that we're doing that will list all the SKUs and so forth. We do appreciate your watching.
Yes,
Be
we
sure to
do.
let us know where you're from. we had people from Ecuador watching the other
My goodness,
That's
isn't that
amazing.
something?
It's amazing to me that
It is.
we're in Mississippi and someone can watch us make a wreath from Ecuador.
The World Wide Web.
Yeah,
It's really a fascinating tool.
it is.
You know?
It is.
It really is.
Okay, so that's where we are so far. So the next thing we're going to do is,
Introduce our ribbon.
all right,
Yeah.
bring the, okay.
So for today's ribbon, I selected a couple of different patterns, and then I said, "Oh, Jenny, will you please show us how to do your technique on the bows? Because you do them so beautifully, and everybody at home can really follow along."
I'm not a great bow maker, but this is a bow it's pretty easy to make, and the good thing about this, of course, we opened up new ribbons for this, but you can make this bow using up scrap ribbons. Now, we're going to make about 4 different bows, 4 bows just alike to put on this wreath. So you probably would have to buy, new ribbon to get enough. But if you're making this kind of bow, you can make it out of scraps, and these are great ribbons.
All of these ribbons are available on
Right.
Trendy. We've got the SKU numbers for them. I don't know if I should rattle those off or just
wait.
Okay.
We'll give you those at the end. But
Okay.
what we did was cut the pieces in 24-inch lengths. And let's see. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I think this will help. We cut the pieces 24-inch lengths. Every one of them. And of course this is all wired ribbon. And I'm going to make a loop.
We'll switch sides and I'll see if I can
Okay.
answer any questions. If
All
anybody
right,
has
just
them.
going to make a loop, and I'm going to make my loop about 5 inches. And I have a little measuring stick that I have a measure on. That's a paint stick, by the way. But I'm going to hold it in my hand, just pinched, and the 2 tails down. And I'm just going to kind of randomly pick up my ribbons, just different styles. And this ribbon is very nice textured. Some of it's metallic, some of it is canvas, so it's pretty thick. But I'm just going to measure each time when I make my loop. I'm going to alternate between picking up a 2.5-inch ribbon and a 1.5-inch ribbon. I'm just pinching that, keeping my loops the same. It doesn't matter if your tails get uneven, but you do want to keep your loops the same. And I'm making these about 5 inches. So that's another 2.5-inch ribbon. That's a brand new ribbon that just came in the other day. I really like it.
It's really cute for Halloween.
And then this is just a black velvet ribbon. You probably can't tell on the video that it's velvet, but velvety. It's not.
Velvety. It's
Alright,
very pretty.
So I've got 5 loops made, just holding it sort of like an octopus. And I take my floral wire and I'm just going to wrap around right where my fingers have been holding. This is just some paper covered floral wire. You can use a chenille stem for this also, or just floral wire. If you use floral wire, Rachel showed us the other day how much better your floral wire works if you wrap it in floral tape. So I'm going to pull that wire just as tight as I can, and I'm going to twist that bow a couple of times. I'm going to hold onto my wire in the back. Now I'm going to take my tails and make sure I'm going to bring a tail to the back and a tail to the front, making sure I have the right side sticking up. So I'm bringing tail to the back, tail to the front on each one of my ribbons. Tail to the back, tail to the front, and my last one is that harlequin or that houndstooth. So now I've got 5 loops. I should have 5 tails, and I've missed one. Missed my black velvet. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tails to the back and 5 to the front. So now I'm going to take my wire and spread it out, and I'm going to bring it under those tails to the back. I'm going to pull it under those back tails, and I'm just going to twist it again just as tight as I can. And then I'm ready to fluff out my bow. And I've got my wire to attach. And this way you have your bow and all your tails are all face up. So when you hang your bow, hi Carrie.
Carrie just walked in. You know, I love this technique, and I am so thankful that Miss Jenny agreed to help me with this today, because a lot of times whenever I make a bow, it gets kind of, you know, I pick out these great patterns and I want to use them all together, but it gets a little too poofy. So I said, oh, Jenny, please come on and show them your technique on how you make these bows. I love the way they look.
Right. Now, I'm not the original creator of this. I'm not sure who did it. I think the first time I ever saw it was Julie, probably at Southern Charm Wreath.
Okay.
A lot of people have a lot of variations of a similar bow. I don't know. I just call it a scrappy bow. But she was the first person that I saw how to do it. I think she calls hers a funky bow.
Okay.
But it works, and you bind it with a cute little bow with tails, and now we can attach it to the wreath.
Right, and in order to save time, we've already
Right.
done all of our bows.
Oh, sorry, I screwed up the...
So, we can just pop those in right quick for everybody at home. We've got 4 different spots we want to place them.
Okay, all right.
Yep. And let's see here. You've got your chenille stem.
Okay.
And do you think we should just open it up, or...
Well, either that or just take the. You could use the wire that's on the bow too. Either way, Rachel, whatever you think. You could take that. Would you want to do that and just put it around your grapevine, into your grapevine?
Right.
Either way, you
Either
can
way.
do it.
Okay.
Whatever makes it more secure.
Right. However you feel. If you don't want the wire to come around the back of the grapevine, because maybe you have a glass front door, I think I'm just going to pop it.
That you like the bows.
Oh, good. Thank you, Deborah. I'm just going to pop it in here with my chenille stem.
Right, and this for this purpose of this video too, we can do that and make it a little bit simpler and a little bit quicker. We don't want to take up your time all afternoon, so we're just going to attach the bow. She's just going to use the chenille stems that are there. If your bow, when you hang it on your door and you shut your door a time or two, if your bows feel a little floppy, you can always take that wire, it's long enough, or you can make it as long a piece of wire as you want, and thread it through the grapevine and twist it to the back of the grapevine, and you know, you can snug that up where that bow's not going anywhere.
Yes, I just love that look.
And like I say, it's a great way to use up your scrap ribbon, and of course we didn't use a half a roll of any of these ribbons. For sure. Oh, let me go ahead and give you that coupon code for 15% off this weekend at Trendy Tree. It's effective now if you want to use it this afternoon, but you can use it all through the weekend. And I want to know if anybody knows what the significance of it is.
I'm not going to tell.
The code is BR549. BR549. And I just wonder if anyone can recognize what that number is. If you can, just put it out in the room. I'm curious. I may be the oldest person watching.
No, I'll give you a hint. I used to watch that show a lot myself too.
Somebody, Linda Bryant said hee-haw. Thank you, Linda. I could just see Junior Sample holding up that sign. BR, call BR 549. God, I probably sound just like Junior Sample too.
No, you don't. No, you don't. So I think that looks really cute.
Looking cute. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are we going to add next?
We're gonna add our witch, I think.
All right.
Yep. To get an idea about her.
Okay.
And then we may come back with our ghost picks.
Okay. We picked out some picks that we might use. Now, you're going to need some kind of wire to attach.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to use this. Where is our floral wire?
Here is that paper wire.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, that paper wrapped wire.
I
like that. And see that mesh? It's just a very little bit of mesh. Just adds a little bit of base for the bows.
Right. This, I'm using a wire that's already, it is a floral wire, but it's already wrapped. So, we bought it this way.
Amanda says she loves the witch. I love it too. It's cute. and it's so hard, I know, when you're looking at the website to get the full effect of things, but this one is 26 inches from the top to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that hair is going to hang up on everything, but that's okay.
Yeah. And she comes complete with her own witch wart.
I used to know a lady that had one just about
Bless
like
her.
that. I always wondered why she didn't have it taken off.
Bless her heart.
That's a long time ago.
You could have taken
That was
it
a
off.
long time ago. People didn't have plastic surgery for
Just because they didn't like things. Yeah.
Right. Now this little tall hat doesn't have any wire in it, but it's stuffed tightly enough that
Mhm.
it sticks up.
I am going to take one more little piece of wire though.
Okay.
Just because I don't like, you know, if you have it on your front door, you don't want it just to flop around. I am going to
Right.
catch
And you
the hat.
could thread that wire through the back.
Mm-hmm.
You may not can that particular wire, but
Right.
for today, we're just going to kind of go around the tip of the hat just to kind of hold it in place so you get the gist of what it will look like. And we got wire cutters somewhere.
If I had a heavier gauge wire, I would have just wired it through the
Right,
back of
go
her.
through the hat
Mhm.
itself.
Yep.
But right, for our purposes, we'll just do it like that. I like it. I think it's looking good.
And then I think just to end
Thank
up
you, Patsy.
here, we've got this one. We've got a ghost pick
Okay.
here.
All right, but he comes 3 goes to a pick.
Right. 3
Okay.
goes to a pick.
All right, and you just cut that one off.
Mhm.
Okay.
And all of these supplies are available here
Right.
on Trendy
These are all
Tree. If you're just
Trendy
now
Tree.
joining us.
Okay. And be sure again and share our video with your friends if you would. And don't forget about the coupon code BR549. And Rachel just threading that little ghost down to the grapevine.
Yep.
And you can grab the end of the ghost kind of through the grapevine
Mhm.
and just attach it with a little piece of wire.
Yep. And he is wired himself. He is on
So
a wire
you can kind
pick.
of shape him, you know.
How you want him to.
Okay, but you could just reach your fingers to the back and get you into that
Mhm.
ghost. We're not going to do that today. For today, we're just going to kind of stick him down in there so you can kind of get the gist of what it looks like. But you just reach your fingers through there and secure that spray with a little bit of wire. Or
Right.
if you wanted to use hot glue, you could.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so hot, I'm going to get me a drink. It's so hot in here.
We're just hoping this weekend it may cool off a little bit.
When we got up this morning, it was just a little bit cooler.
Cooler.
It just felt so nice.
And I just love this white ghost. I think he's the perfect Halloween addition to this wreath.
It is, and I like the white against the grapevine.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of brings out that witch's face is really
She's
white.
really white, yeah.
You know, it's not even really a flesh color. It's more white.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I think she's the old witch.
But we have where's those other sprays? Let me show them while you're attaching that.
Oh, I took them back to the other room so we could return them in. We've got a couple of other cute ones though. I'm sorry.
That's okay. We have sprays that have black bats on them just like that,
Mm-hmm.
and black cats. Those are all similar. Is this a ras spray?
This is
I'm
not.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
okay. Well, again, when we're all done here, and after the video is over, I'll come back to the page and I'll post a link or I'll post a note with all the SKUs and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And
Actually, this SKU number for this ghost is it's HH
oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's a Craig
Yeah.
Bachman product.
1169.
We're not going to put the items for this kit in the product because so much of this you might not need a whole roll of mesh. You only need a couple of yards. So wreath makers are going to have, you know, excess mesh here and there.
Right.
So there's no need in you buying a whole roll if you just need 2 yards.
Right. We just wanted to show everybody at home maybe how you could incorporate mesh with grapevine.
Okay. I like it. I think it turned out cute. I like it. I think she just really shows up good. And the bows, I like the color choices. And I think it all looks good. It's all in the grapevine wreath. And all the supplies came from Trendy Tree. And we appreciate your watching.
Yes,
Be
we
sure,
do.
if you haven't liked our page, like our page and follow us on YouTube. And we're trying to do more Facebook Lives. If you know our history, you know we've not had, we live in a small town in the middle of nowhere, which is great.
Right.
Which is great. We like it.
Yeah.
But
we're technically challenged sometimes.
True. Internet service is, not very good, but we're doing much better. So
yes.
we have a much better network now. So we plan to do more Facebook Lives, and we'll keep throwing tutorials your way. Now we know we do a tutorial, and people may want to make the exact same thing, and a lot of people are just looking for ideas. So we appreciate your watching.
We sure do.
And like I say, at the end, we'll repost the sheet with all the information on it. And don't forget about the 15% off.
Yeah, the coupon code
I've already forgot it. What is it?
VR, something they used to say on e-haul.
VR549.
549.
All right. Thanks for dropping in. We'll see you next time.
Thank y'all. Bye-bye.